my name's Catherine Gregson. I've made a face mask. I've adapted two because, as you can see, I wear scarves and it was really difficult to get behind my ears. So without further ado, I'm going to switch over and show you the mask and where I got the inspiration and how I did it. Hi, this is the template I've used. It's from Riley Blake Designs. She was kind of my inspiration because I really don't want to do any pleats, and I didn't have enough material to do all of the side edgings, so I've adapted it so it doesn't need quite as much fabric. This only needs a piece of fabric 32 by 16 centimetres, or in old money that's about 6.5 inches by 13 inches, so really small. So the first thing I did is I adapted the pattern slightly. So all I've done is I've taken the normal pattern and extended it out with a ruler, and then cut it off. So that's literally it. Then I've cut it out, so then it's ready to pin onto the fabric. Fabric and pins, and I've set the fabric up so I've got the two edges folded over, so in half, so it can be as efficient as possible, and two pins. Now, as you can see, the pattern lasts for quite a long time. This is just printed out on A4 paper. I'm not to move where I'm pinning, so just flat there, not worrying about that corner because I'm going to be sewing that off, so I can save a tiny bit there. Then I get my scissors and being not too precious about it, but relatively neat, cut out the fabric. Right, so these bits are going to go to my scrap bowl. Keep it tidy, so it sorts out for later. Right, back to the table. So now I need to mark on these darts here that are important. Now the pattern is sided. The angles aren't quite the same, and you can see there's a bigger nose dart to chin dart. So as my tailor's chalk doesn't show up, I'm going to use a pen and just line that up as well as I can. And I'm going to do this on the inside of this, obviously. But I need to make sure I've got the right way round. Because as I said, the pattern's handed, so it does matter. So now I'm going to go to the sewing machine. So you don't have to use a machine that's 100 years old, but it's mine, and it works. So I don't have a back, so I have to turn it round. But I'm just going to repeat all 4 darts the same way. Next thing I need to do is just cut off the corners, remembering that these smaller ones are the chin dart and these larger ones are the nose dart. Now, before I pin everything together, I needed to show you a quick interlude for how to make the nose piece that allows you to have a little bit of bend in your final product. That fits over the bridge of your nose, and you can bend it and shape it underneath your eyes so it'll go in. So as straight as I want. Now, all that is a little sleeve of fabric. I like to use the edge of the pillowcase because it's convenient. Sewn in with a bit of wire. The wire started off as a piece of garden wire, snipped off the needle nose pliers to make a loop, and that was about the length of a paper clip. So initially 6 inches or 15 centimetres long, and then folded in. Nice and easy, and that way you've got no rough ends that are going to poke out. So that's embedded in. Now I need to do my assembly. So putting the nose part on my lap, wrong side down, turning this so the right side's together, again, nose part. And what I'm going to do is grab this. So there's a little tiny dart I've put there that goes on the centre. I grab my pins and I pin it up because I'm going to do 1/4 inch or 3/4 of a centimetre all the way along top and bottom. So I'm going to pin that out and then sew that, so I'm making a sleeve that way so I can turn it inside out. Stop. Now we have a nice neat pocket with the nose piece in place. Those are nice and out of the way. So now I just need to turn it inside out. It's not that difficult. And then it's ready to stop top stitch. Okay, the next last bit is you just need to fold it over 1 centimetre or 1/4 inch, and then slightly wider, 1.5 cm. Quick pin, I want to say quick pin. And repeat for the other end. It's important that these are a little bit wider because this is where your tape's going to go through. And I'm going to really quickly show you how to make the tapes so that it's easier. I ran out of cordage, so what I'm doing is I'm taking old t-shirts, preferably ones without the side seams, but it doesn't matter if they don't. And I'm cutting about 1 inch with 2.5 centimetres all the way along. These don't have to be perfect because the next stage gets rid of a multitude of sins. Then you stretch it and snip it, and there's your cord. Easy as. So next thing I'm going to do is quickly run the seams up the sides here, which you don't really need to see, and then I'm going to use this to put the cord through, and then I'll show you that at the very last second. So this is just a needle holder, but you don't have to. So working at the top, towards the top. No, oh wait, towards the bottom because it's where I want the loop. Quick knot. Now I have one finished, completely machine washable face mask. Can go in at 60 degrees. I'm pretty pleased with that. Good luck.